Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, or welcome in if you're new. Thank you for being here, y'all, so much. We're going to do a weekly reading today with the grace cards. I did pre-shuffle the grace cards so we can get right to it. I do want to give y'all a heads up on an energetic situation for this week that we're reading, and this is going to be about the 9th through the 15th of September 2024. Okay, just a note, try and moderate yourself. My instinct is telling me this moderation needs to come into the sector of how we respond to situations. Stay out of the drama. And also maybe if you've got any habits that aren't so good for you, really watch it. Keep a balance this week, okay, so that you can keep yourself steady. And my door is opening and closing. I might have to do something about that anyway. Let's get started. These have been pre-shuffled. I told you that. We're going to pull the 3 cards for the week, one for the first of the week, one for the midweek, and one for the end of the week. So let's get going. Okay. Y'all, it's still free to subscribe on YouTube, so please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the like if you like this video. I do, at the end of the video, have a couple of notes about next week. We have a full moon in Pisces, which has a lunar eclipse attached to it, so we'll talk about that in a second. Beautiful. Receive. Receive. When we open ourselves up to others, we open ourselves up to the abundance of the universe. Y'all love. Took me a long time to figure this one out. It really did. And I think that we stay guarded a lot because, you know, there are personalities out there that will swoop down on our seeming weaknesses, and we, you know, whatever. We stay guarded. Sometimes people have the perception that, you know, to open yourself up is, you know, to acquiesce is weak, and, you know, there's just all kinds of blah, blah, blah about it. But the bottom line is love. Love yourself enough to open yourself up and receive the gifts that are coming from the other people that you know, exchange with in a day, or that you run into, or that you have relationships with. Because it's really important, because if you're closed off, you're not going to get really important information through these interactions, and sometimes it's not all that fun. Sometimes the information that we need is not something that we really want to hear, but we do need to hear it, and that's why we're being shown that. So try not to put your hand up to that part of your reality. Remember, it's really important to stay receptive so that not only you can receive blessings, obvious blessings, but also so that you can receive those blessings that are in disguise, those ones that don't feel so great, but later really, you know how it goes. You look back on stuff and you're like, well, I'm really glad I did go through that, because if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't know what I know now. If I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't be equipped to do what I'm doing right now. That kind of thing. This is very important. So, you know, I hate to say take the hit. You know, it's kind of like, don't hit me. Sometimes we got to field the shrapnel. We gotta receive the energy, receive the information, so that we are, you know, so that we're stacked, so we have what we need to progress in our world and not get, you know, swooped into these swirls of energetic exchange with others, especially with others. And okay, you know, we can do it with ourselves as well. So in the next 24 to 48 hours, or 1 to 2 days out from this reading, if you are in the United States vicinity, that is going to be the 9th and the 10th of September. Woohoo! Oh, and by the way, big Saturday coming up, y'all. So, you know, look forward to a happy Saturday this week as well. We had one last month too, and it's happening on the for us, it's going to be on the Julian calendar. It's the 14th. If you're in the vicinity of the United States, it's going to be hovering around Saturday. So just at least look forward to that. But be ready to receive the information, receive the blessings, receive those diversions that source sets up for you, so that you are on the right path. Sometimes it doesn't look like it, but if we can open ourselves to co-create with spirit as we're trying to weave our way through life, wow, things really change for us. I mean, stuff pops up for us we could not have imagined for ourselves, and sometimes things are so much better than we ever drafted in our own little heads, okay? So now, so receive is our first card. Okay, so set yourself up to be open-hearted, open-minded, open-willed, and don't worry about it making you weak. If anything, it gives us strength We get strength through information, okay? Now, this second card, this is going to be 3 to 4 days out from this reading. If you are United States, in the vicinity thereof, it's going to be Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Technically on the Julian, that will be, I actually wear glasses, y'all. I don't have my glasses at 11th and 12th, okay? 11th and 12th. All right, here. I don't usually feel them from the top, but I'm feeling one from the top. Oh, wow. Wow. I love it when that happens. Okay, I hear an echo. Strength. That's right. Strength. Okay, we were just talking about that strength, how acquiescence actually gives you strength. Okay, all right, strength. This one reads, y'all, face your fear. Every challenge, see, and it's the same way when you open up to others and you know you're afraid to, you don't want to get hurt. Okay, face your fear. Sorry. Face your fear. Every challenge is a blessing in disguise. Okay, that's what I just said. I love it when that happens. A gift that makes us stronger, more conscious, and ultimately more alive, and also armed and ready to go. And I don't mean arm boom boom, okay, let's not even go there, but I'm talking about we stack ourselves up with the necessary vibration, with the necessary information to get us to the frequency that we need to be on to go through these like masterful forays that we never expected in life. But you do have the strength. I mean, you've got that. You don't, you know, if you do the tarot, a lot of times the strength card would indicate that we need to summon our strength. Well, we need to tap into it. That's it. Okay, 3 to 4 days out from this reading, you might be called to remember how strong you actually are. Okay, and there's strength in love. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you lesser. And who cares what people think about you? Stand behind your love. Stand behind your passion. Stand behind your individuality. You know, you're stronger than you could ever imagine. So, I mean, it's like a guarantee. Unless you capitulate in that I quit zone, you got it. You got this. Whatever comes up for you, you remember that you're already ready. You're already ready, okay? So 3 to 4 days out from this reading, midweek card is strength, and I will be back midweek to go around the strength card and possibly pull another card to clarify, and we'll drive around the strength card and see where this one is leading us, okay? All right, so now, and I love the color synergy. This is Lalicious. Okay, all right. Colors heal, y'all. Okay, I'm into colors. All right, so for our last card, this is going to be 5 to 6 days out from this reading, or technically on the calendar, that's going to be the 14th and the 15th, 13th, 14th, 15th, you know, toward the end of the proper work week if you are around the United States. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? And don't forget, Saturday is going to be magnificent, so set yourself up, you know, tap into that joy vibe. That's what life is all about, is trying to maintain our joy no matter what's going on out there, okay? And you'll see some results, some come Saturday-ish, you know. Energies are fluid, in and out they go. All right, here's our final card for the weekly reading. And I know I already said this, but thank you for being here. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy to be here. All right, here we go. Okay, now here's a reminder, and this is very important, especially with Saturday coming. Okay, I'll tell you about the aspect. I can't remember what it is. It's something to do with Jupiter. You know, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So any of you people who are connected with Jupiter, have Jupiter in your chart, or you Saggies, you know, Jupiter is your ruler. It'll be, you know, particularly interesting for you come the 14th of September. Okay, so ding dong, choice. Reminder card, choice. This one reads, for every action, there is a reaction. Choose wisely. How we carry our vibe creates everything that we go through. Sorry, I know it's a lot of responsibility, and I'm not going to get into, you know, well, but what if they do something to me, I might have to do this, and I'm like, well, no, okay, you don't have to, because you have a choice. You have a choice. You can embrace and hold hands with your joy and let it support you. Or you cannot do that. You can choose to go to battle with every little thing that comes at you, to swipe at every little thing that you think is coming at you. That's your choice. But just remember, in those instances, that's your now. And what is your now? That's your creative time. That's your studio time. That's when we weave and create and amalgamate our future experience. How do we do that in now? Well, it is alignment. That means that however we allow ourselves to think creates how we feel, and how we feel in now creates what's to come. So I do appreciate people telling me that they can't be bubblegum and unicorns all the time. I do appreciate that you think that, or some people think that they've got to go in those big pools of sadness, and they have to go into those pools of resentment because somebody did this, and how am I supposed to forgive that? And la la la. Look, I'm not diminishing that sentiment, but I am telling you that you're wasting your time on earth, and that's a big statement coming from me, because I'm the one who usually champions you're never wasting any time, because at least you're learning. But you ain't got to do it. So if you ain't got to do it, if you ain't got to go through it, if you're putting yourself through it, you're kind of wasting your time when you could be creating something really beautiful for your future. So 5 to 6 days out from this reading, just remember, you might have to remind yourself that you are not stuck with old choices. You are not stuck with old behaviors. You are not stuck with old reactions. You're not stuck, period. And every time something happens in your world, you absolutely have a choice as to how you either react or respond. I recommend responding versus reacting, especially this week. And that's what I opened this reading with. That's exactly the sentiment I was talking about. They may be telling you something might be tugging at you. 5 to 6 days out from this reading, something may poke at you. And you really want to watch your reaction. You really want to moderate what you do, how you express, how you allow yourself to feel. I'm not sure. Maybe it's this thing that's happening with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. You know, it's also like the happiness thing. And I just noticed that the camera is moving just a little bit, y'all. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, if I can fix it in editing, I will, but hopefully it's not noticeable enough to really mess you up. Okay, so these are your beautiful cards du jour, and this is a pretty sedate week, but we are heading into a big week, and that full moon, I believe, is coming on the 17th of September. So that's going to be like next week from Tuesday. There's also an eclipse coming with that. I think it's a partial eclipse, but this moon is in Pisces, so it's going to be very emotional. And then with that eclipse attached, you know, okay, but there are some mitigating energies that are going to help us, that are going to be very beneficial. So I will do my homework on that, and I'll be able to share that with you in the next weekly reading. I may even do a special reading on this, because we are entering that eclipse season. I know we get out of well, we're not actually out of retrograde season. We've got 4 outer planets. I believe just the 4 outer planets are in, I don't know. I'll figure it out, and I'll make sure that I put quick links down in the pinned comments section for you, so that you can pop over and you can just check the details out on the energy of the next couple weeks, because it's big stuff. I mean, all of September is big, so I don't have to remind you of that. Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, that's why I'm here. Okay, so this is your week du jour, y'all. Remember, 1 to 2 days out from this reading, or Monday and Tuesday proper, if you are in the vicinity of the United States, open yourself up to situations, to opportunities, to people. Okay? Because at the very least, it's a learning situation, and that is a gift. That is what we need. Information is what we need, even sometimes when it's not happy information. Okay? I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just trying to prepare you. Maybe it is happy information, but if you're not open to it, you're not going to get it. Okay? Midweek, tap into your strength. You've got strength. Don't worry about it. You've got this. Whatever comes your way, you've got it. As long as you moderate yourself and you don't get yourself webbed up into any kind of weird drama. Okay? talk about a waste of time. That's a waste of time, okay? And come midweek, remember, it's all your choice. Nobody's doing any of this to you, okay? Just don't worry about, but be concerned with how you express, your personal expression, how you are laying out your expression on this planet, how you are responding to situations and other people's energy. Because that's all you need to worry about. That's all you need to be concerned with. That's all you need to care about. Okay, you can't do nothing about that out there. You know that. But you can do everything from in here. Okay, so those are your beautiful cards 2 week. And let's pull our oracle card too. I want to do that. So let me put these aside. And you know my favorite new deck is the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Okay, so now I did pre-shuffle this deck. I did already look at the bottom, which is amazing. Okay, so it's number 23. So if the number 23 or 5 resonates with you in any way, then ding, ding, ding. If it doesn't, you could always go in the search thing and just put in 23 spiritual meaning or 5 spiritual meaning. I would go to 23, okay, because that always is a reflection of the 5 number anyway. All right, it is. That's how magical numerology is. Here's the card at the bottom of the deck. Is that amazing? So it reads, defend to the end the worthwhile. Well, you kind of got to get to what's worthwhile. Is that argument worthwhile? Goes back to that moderation thing that I was talking about. See how things happen around here, girls? I know, girls and boys. Okay. All right, here's our oracle card for the week. Wow. Y'all, I promise I do not set any of this up. I never will. When I do my photography is called caught not cropped, because I never crop my photography. It's all legit, straight up shooting my camera, okay? So I gotta do them both at the same time because it's crazy. And yes, I always want to flip that card over when I look at the bottom, but I never do, okay? Just so you know. Look at that. 23 and 5. I ain't playing with y'all. The same thing happened last week. Or we got inverse numbers or something really cool. There it is, right there. Okay, so our oracle card for the week. Follow your own rhythm. Right. Don't get dragged around by other people's energy. That is a waste of time, okay? It's not easy to do, but I swear it's not as hard as you think, okay? Just remember who you are. Remember what you're trying to do in your world. Don't give your power away. Because when people piss us off, it's because we allowed that to happen. I'm sorry, but don't shoot the messenger. You know, we're reactive creatures. We are emotional creatures, and we are going to react within ourselves. It's just that way. But it's also up to us to clip that. Flip our switch and get ourselves back in alignment to what we actually want. If we stay angry or hurt or whatever, disappointed all the time, well, that's in alignment with more things to be disappointed about. That's not in alignment with joy. Disappointment, joy. Joy, disappointment. They're different, okay? So that is your beautiful oracle card due week. And y'all, you know what I'm going to do with this? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we got 5. That's insane. 23, 5, okay. So look up 5 too, y'all. If it doesn't already, immediately, resonate with you, then go ahead and look it up. Spiritual meaning of 5, and just see why this number popped up for us right now. And what I will do for all of us, I'm going to put this on the community page, okay? And I'm going to include the copy from the pages, because these are very thoughtful writings, I guess I'll say, in this. The artist is amazing, and I did not give her credit, but I will this week, all right? And so this will be on the community page for y'all to read at your leisure, read at your own speed. I tend to fumble through it. I mean, okay, I'm not the best linguist. I was an English major, but don't tell anybody that. So I'm not going to do that with us. These readings are long enough as it is, but we'll put our oracle card for the week on the community page, and you can go over there and just check that out, okay? So Thank you for being here, y'all. It's been such a pleasure to read. It's been such a pleasure to be here with you. I hope you stay blessed this week. Have some fun. Stay moderated. Keep yourself together. Remember, you've got this. You have the strength to do whatever it is you need to do in your world. Whatever you're being presented with, it doesn't matter what it is. You're equipped. You brought that experience into your world for a reason. Okay? I know, advanced studies, but I'm going to keep saying that because we have to be culpable. We have to realize that we are bringing situations into our world by the way we carry our vibe. And the way we carry our vibe is closely related to how we allow ourselves to feel. How do we manage that? By taking charge of how we think. Taking charge of how we emotionally respond to situations, stimulus, and other people's energy. Okay? It is a lot of work, but you know, when you're working for yourself, that's joyous. So stay joyous, stay invested in yourself, stay blessed. You know, make it so. And is everything going to be hoops and, you know, very Ferris wheel rides? And no, not all the time, but it doesn't mean you have to take yourself into the pit of despair every day over something. It's really bad for your psyche. It's really bad for your body. So try, especially this week. And like I said, I'm not really sure why there's a dynamic that is set up to prompt us to watch it and moderate. And I'm so sorry about the movement of the camera. Yeah. Okay. So Venus and Jupiter are trining. You know, I'm not an adept. I will put quick links down in the pinned comment section so you can go around and click on those very easily and just pick up on what I'm trying to tell you. But this very auspicious day on the 14th of September, Venus trines Jupiter. Jupiter is beauty and all the lusciousness of life and justice, even though that's not in all the books. Jupiter, planet of expansion, good luck, energy. Okay, so it's going to be a big, beautiful day. So just look forward to it. Set yourself up. Make that choice to enjoy your weekend, and you will. Okay? All right. Thanks again for being here, y'all, and I will see you soon.